winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Tafoya.
The 23rd round, referee Charles Marquez. Out of the blue corner from Southside Soldiers, Tafoya.
Welcome back to another episode of Voices of Slik Wrld, where the conversations get real and the stories haven't made it to social media yet. Today's guest is a Southside legend. This man isn't just throwing punches, he's helping shape the next generation one round at a time. A Southside product with the Southside heart. Let's get ready to rumble with my guy, Isaiah Tafoya.
Appreciate that, man.
Hell
Thank
yeah,
you.
bro. I got you, man. And then I ask everybody the same first question. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really well. I'm very blessed to be here today with you and to be able to do what I do every day, be able to be here in the gym and hopefully serve a greater purpose than myself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like that answer, man. Yeah, and I'm very excited to do this episode with you because I see what you do for the community, what this gym has done for the community. So it's an honor to be here, and we're doing it at the gym, as y'all could see. So this is gonna be the dopest background we had. And then you're also the last episode of this season. So this is your main event right here for the end of season 1.
Right on.
Hell yeah. And then my first real question for you, man. What life lessons has stuck with you throughout what you've learned in the gym and ring?
I think, and it might sound cliche, I guess, but life is a fight. Every day we're battling certain things and we're trying to get through, certain obstacles in our life, and that's the same with the ring. Sometimes you might lose that round, but you got another round to come back out and get right and come back to your corner, and hopefully you got a good support system and a great corner behind you that'll help pick you up when you're down, or just correct you and put you on the right path. And I think that's what I've taken from boxing and life is just taking it one round at a time and taking it one day at a time.
For sure. I don't think that's cliche at all. That's exactly how life goes.
Right
I think too, bro, like with everything, like how you said, hopefully you got a good like support system, your corner team, because I've seen like even just in fighting, like how much the corner means to you, and like if anything goes sideways, those are the guys behind you. If anything goes right, those are the guys behind you the whole camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's a beautiful answer, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Question 2, man. Did fighting come more natural than coaching, or which do you prefer out of coaching and fighting?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been blessed to have natural ability with this for sure. When I was young, a lot of things just kind of clicked for me naturally. I was able to kind of perfect a lot of the skill set at an early age, but I still had to perfect things as I got older, and I'm still perfecting them now as a coach. But the sport did come natural to me. I'm not gonna lie, but I did still have to work at it hard. There were still a lot of people that were more talented than me, more athletic than me. Sometimes I came up short in some fights, but there was also times too where I let my skills be on display, and I think that was when I was having fun. I think when I was having fun in that ring, I was at my best. When I was trying to force things or I was worried about the outcome of things is when I would make mistakes or slip up or when I get my hand raised. But of course, boxing kind of just I naturally kind of gravitated towards it, and it kind of just developed into a love and a passion, and just continue to hone my craft. And then when I started coaching, it wasn't planned, it was just something I did because I had to hang up my gloves for health reasons and things like that. So it was just a role that naturally I just kind of just started moving into, and then just started falling into place with it more and more. And I really love it, and I really feel that I'm able to make more of a difference as a coach than I was as a fighter. Yeah.
And with that too, so obviously hanging up the gloves probably wasn't something that felt great doing, you know what I mean? But so you said at one point that you were better when you were having fun with it. So now as a coach, how do you imply that the kids now just need to have fun with it instead of taking it too serious?
Yeah, the same thing. I try to tell them, if you guys aren't having fun with it, why are we doing it? There's no money involved. Nobody's twisting your arm to be here. Everybody's here because they want to be. Exactly. So when you guys step in here, or when you step into that ring of competition, you just gotta, of course, take it serious, but you also gotta keep it fun and pleasurable for yourself, because we're all doing this because we love it, you know. And I got to remind myself that too when I'm coaching too. It's not all just business. There's times where we got to step back and remember why we're doing it, and why we're in this position, and why we enjoy it, you know. So I think when we ground ourselves back to that, then we're able to be more effective. Yeah,
exactly. I like that, man. Going with that too, part two to that question I had, what are some like fun things that you do with the kiddos to get them more entertained? Like say they're having a bad day, maybe you guys just came off a tournament and maybe there are some losses that weren't supposed to happen. How do you get those spirits back up?
Yeah, man, it's we got a really good solid gym behind us, I guess. You know, all the members, everybody's got good camaraderie. If somebody did, you know, take an L over the weekend or something, you know, we're right there telling them, hey, we got to get back in the lab on Monday and just correct it. You know, there's nothing, we're not pointing fingers, we're not blaming anybody, you know. It's a team effort. It's an individual sport, and it's up to that boxer in there, you know. But like we talked about, the corner, there's a team that prepares you for that fight, and so we take the wins and the losses with them. So for sure. I think just, you know, whether it's just playing maybe one of their favorite songs on the speaker, or, you know,
that music will get people going. For sure.
Exactly. Just a little interactive type of game that sometimes we play with, like just different drills, but they're light, and as far as keeping it playful, we want to keep the boxing drills playful so that they can enjoy the sport, and, you know, they know when it's going to be serious and when they got to buckle down and bite that mouthpiece and get going, but they also got to have the play time with it too, you know, so that it's enjoyable for them. So so we try to just bring them back to that that, you know, keeping it playful sense if they are kind of in that little slump or something. Oh yeah,
that's cool, man. That corner, that song, anything like that, that's gonna boost your spirits. So that's cool, man.
And we're just I mean, like, I look at these kids like they're little brothers to me, and
for sure,
older brothers, older uncles, whatever, you know. We're just all good energy all in here, and family, so like everybody just somebody, you know, see somebody down, we pick them up and help them out.
For sure. I like that, man. Question 3 I got for you, man. What's the most satisfying thing about being a coach on the South Side specifically?
I think being able to just hopefully we're making a positive impact on the community and the kids that are coming through the gym, and that we're a safe haven for them, most of all. Not all these kids are going to become national champions, world champions, but as long as they have a place that they can come to and enjoy being around good company, enjoy learning the sport, honing the crafts, learning the fundamentals, learning to defend themselves, learning how to conduct themselves outside of the ring. That's what we just want to be for them, you know. And growing up here on the South Side, it's definitely you know, humbling to be able to carry teachings on from teachers that I had growing up, you know, and just continue to distribute that out to our students too, you know. So I think the South Side needs this gym. I think Cheyenne as a whole needs boxing gyms like this, and I agree. You know, so I just hope that we're serving a greater purpose than we even think, and serving our mission well.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
I like that too, because probably like all the kids, when they come to you or stuff happens outside the ring, like, you're from the same place they are, so you can relate to that. Not even just on a like feel for them type of situation, but you've been there.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
I mean?
Telling them, you know, I went to this school over here. You know, I graduated from South. Things like that. You know, just being from the same neighborhoods as them, encountering some of the little struggles, little inner city stuff that we might deal with sometimes from time to time. You know, I think that they can look at somebody, okay, they lived through it or whatever, and you know, I'm not saying I know all the answers to all of their problems, but hopefully, you know, myself or somebody else here in the gym can help them out with that.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. I agree. Cheyenne needs way more places like that, especially boxing, getting them active, getting them doing something. And I think, like, I didn't do anything combat until I was like 16, and those are like the most lessons I ever learned. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should have done this way earlier.
It can be super humbling in some instances. And
for sure, I was getting beat up by kids, man.
You can, man. You can get we got guys in here that come in, you know, they've had this experience fighting or street fighting or something, and then when they get in there with some guys that are younger than them, they're really honing, know what they're doing, really honing their craft, and then they get, you know, a serving of humble pie.
That's got to be fun days in here, man.
It is,
Question 4, man. If God told 15-year-old you that you were going to stop fighting and become a coach, what would 15-year-old feel or say?
At 15, I mean, probably, I ain't gonna lie, probably ego would get involved, you know, and pride, but, you know,
then now,
now,
what would you
and
answer?
especially now that I've, you know, I'm becoming a lot more closer and talking to God more, I think I would, you know, just accept that and submit to Him and just say, okay, God, you know, I know that maybe this didn't work out, but I know you got a greater plan for me, and you already know what's ahead of me, so, all I gotta do is just put my trust in Him, and I think
for sure
everything is gonna play out how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I think too, because I think, 15, you couldn't tell me nothing, bro, that I didn't already have planned. So I agree, like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and I was like so just like kind of gung ho on becoming a professional boxer.
Yeah.
But I also,
seen, man, you were nice too.
Yeah,
you were on your way.
Trying, and then, you know, but I also knew too that it's a rough sport, and at the end of the day, I was gonna have to have something to do after boxing. My time in the ring was only gonna be this big, and outside of the ring, you know, life goes on much more longer, you know. So I had to look out for
that's a good way to think about
longevity, and so I wanted to go to school and get a degree and just have that to fall back on in case it didn't work out, you know, and that's what happened. So I'm not mad about any of the way things have played out with my boxing career or anything like that. I think, you know, touching back to that previous question with God, you know, I think just going back to Him and becoming humble, you know, is just making me realize that I think I can make a bigger impact coaching for sure than I would have fighting.
Yeah, that's cool, man, because, like, at one point you think everything's taken away from you. Like, you worked so hard for something, and then, God brought you even a bigger blessing for a bigger impact, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that was the purpose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like that. Question 5, man, what has been the bigger sign that you found your purpose? Seeing one of your kids win a boxing match or hearing one of them repeat a life lesson that you taught them?
It's probably a combination of a little bit of everything. For the years that I've been coaching, I've been able to see kids grow, you know, from young kids all the way up until they graduate and things like that. So just seeing like their milestones. I never really got emotional as a fighter myself. Wins or losses, you know, they just they came and gone. You know, we competed so much. We were always, you know, just trying to, you know, get better. So when I would take a loss or something, I didn't really take it to heart or cry on it or dwell on it too much. But now as a coach, when I see, you know, a kid's hand get raised or, you know, even if they, you know, take a loss or whatever like that, I get a little bit more emotional for them, you know, and I feel a lot more energy and emotional energy than I did when I was fighting myself. So as a coach, I could definitely relate to the emotional aspect of just, you know, you've seen this kid from the very beginning and now he's, you know, accomplishing this great thing. You know, it's just, kind of like everything just kind of comes full circle, and you're able to, when you're able to process it, it's emotional as a coach, you know. So I definitely say I'm a little bit more emotional as a coach than I was as a fighter.
Dang, man, that's cool, because that's like, you know, my brother, he's around your guys' age, so I always tell him that comes from getting old.
That too, probably.
I'm like, you guys are getting old.
No,
that's a good coach, man, because you have more invested into other people than just yourself. You know what I mean? So that's that's very admirable, because that's how, if I came into a boxing ring, that's how I'd want the people behind me coming. You know what I mean? So
absolutely,
for sure. All right, and then I'll make everybody play a game, man, that's special for them. This one is built around boxing. It's called Who Said It. So I'm going to give him a quote from either somebody in town, somebody famous, or I just made it up, and he's going to tell me if he knows who said it or who he thinks said it. All right, first one, hard work, dedication.
Oh, that's Floyd Mayweather all day.
I knew you know that one. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Oh, that's Iron Mike.
Yeah. All right, keep your mouth closed and let your eyes listen.
Ooh. You got me there. I don't know who said that one.
That is Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, okay.
I was threw one off.
Fighter. Yeah, I was like, that's a good one though.
A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way.
Is it an athlete?
I honestly don't know who this is.
I've seen that and read that though. Yeah, and I try to live by that.
I think he is a fighter because I went off fighters, but you'd have to tell me.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
John C. Meyer.
John C. Meyer.
I'm gonna have to look him
Yeah,
up.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to look
edit
him up,
him. I'm gonna put him in. If he's a boxer, there's gonna be some cool ass highlights. If he's not, we're gonna ignore that ever happened. Even when it rains, it pours.
Got me there too.
50 Cent.
Okay, there you go.
I'm throwing you
We
off.
play a lot of 50 Cent in here too. I should know that.
Oh, I was gonna ask you too. Outside of this, did you see what happened to Conor McGregor?
I didn't watch the fight this weekend, but I seen a quick little highlight of his injury. And
Yeah.
it was
Just
a lot of
threw a
disappointment.
Spartan kick and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were disappointed by it.
Everyone says Max Holloway's the best boxer in UFC. Do you agree with that?
His hands are sharp, you know.
Yeah, he's nice with it.
He is nice. But there's also other guys that have very good striking. Gaethje,
Yeah.
Tafoya, but Holloway's up there. He's with them too. You know,
Yeah.
he's definitely top 3 or top 5. You know, I'm not always watching UFC fights and things, but when I
Yeah.
have watched his hands are crisp. You know, and he's got a good striking coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite boxer of all time?
This is just me, my personal opinion. Probably Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, facts. He's
Yeah, you know,
nice.
like what he's been able to accomplish in the sport. You know,
Yeah.
a year ago when he dethroned, you know, Canelo at
Yeah.
his spot. You know, that's hard to
Made
do.
it look pretty easy.
Yeah,
too. I was
it's
like,
hard
dang.
to. Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before any other fighter is able to accomplish those things that he was able to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And plus, I'm just being biased. I was able to meet him a couple of times on occasion.
Oh, cool. I think I saw that actually.
Yeah.
Did you do a camp with him? Or
Yeah,
something?
I went to one of
Yeah.
his training camps and was able to watch him spar for a day, and he sparred
that's cool.
13 or 14 rounds like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And it was like from right here, just looking in the ring. So you
Awesome.
know, I
Yeah.
had a chance to watch a world class fighter, you know, get his sparring rounds in, and
That's
you know,
cool.
it was super
Yeah.
cool with me and my family. Was able to take pictures with them afterwards.
Oh, that's
and
nice, yeah.
His trainers were, you know, super cool as well. So
Yeah.
I'm biased towards Crawford because I've seen him kind of come up from the beginning
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
When he was coming up, when people didn't know who he was.
He's
So
nice, man.
I was
Yeah,
a fan of him before the hype.
I was a fan of him too, and then like everybody with the Earl Spence thing, everybody was like,
counting him out.
yeah, and I was like, I don't know, man. He could fight good. And then after that, when he went in with Canelo, I was like, Terrence is gonna win this fight.
Yeah.
Like I've seen him do it. And then when they fought, because everybody like just Canelo's the famous one, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I was just like every round looked like easy to him. Like he was having
Yeah.
fun the whole time. Like how you were saying, like
Yeah,
you could
that's
tell
the-
he was having fun.
That's the way you got to fight, man. Because if you're
Yeah.
fighting angry or you're fighting tense, you know, the things aren't going to fire off like you trained them to do. You know, your body
Yeah.
knows what it needs to do when it gets in there. It's
For sure.
mind and body connection and
Yeah.
enjoying yourself doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a fight at the end of the day, but yeah, you got to kind of embrace it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that. The bonus question I had for you, man. You spend your days teaching kids how to fight in the ring. What's one fight outside the ring you think every young person needs to learn how to win?
I think just dealing, and I'm learning this too as a grown man. You know, ego and controlling that, controlling your emotions. You know, sometimes with work, I'm able to go into certain places with to like the county jail, prisons, things like that, and
That's cool.
and I'm able to go, you know, help out in those areas. But I also have in the back of my head like one little decision can get me here too.
Yeah.
You know, and
For sure.
I don't take that for granted. You know, freedom is something that I definitely cherish, and
Yeah.
you know, I just try to tell these kids too, you know, just one bad decision can end you up somewhere you don't want to be for a long time, you know,
sure.
or whatever it
Yeah.
is. And, you know, there's a lot of, you know, stuff in recent headlines, you know, gun violence and things like that. And one of our members was affected by it, you know.
Yeah, I seen that. I was gonna let
yeah.
you know, man, if you wanted to say anything, do
Yeah,
anything,
you know,
can.
and yeah, you know, the young man that did, you know, lose his life, you know, he was always super respectful, always showed us a lot of respect. He never, you know, he was, you know, sometimes dealing with certain things outside of the gym that were, you know, landing him in a little bit of trouble, but he always found his way back here. He was always respectful, always listened to what we had to say.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, just a little bit more consistency in the gym, you know, I don't know.
sure.
Maybe not have changed any type of situation, you know, but I just want all these kids to know, even if you haven't been in the gym for a while, you guys always got a place to come back to.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. That's dope, man. I'm sorry for your loss, brother.
Thank you.
For sure, man. You answered every question great, bro. Like everything that we just did, man, that was beautiful. That's what these podcasts are about, is especially the South Side. I'm from the South Side too, but just purpose and doing what you want to do. Like a lot of people think we're from a small town, the worst side of the town, a lot of people would say. And it's still like you could still do something you love. You could still chase your dreams. You could still chase your passion. You could still have a community, a real life outside of just staying in your home being scared. You know what I mean? So I definitely think this is a good place for people to go, and that's for sure why I wanted to do this, man. And that's why you're the main event, because this is what I want it to be. You know what I mean? So for sure, your answers are dope. If there's anything that you want to promote or anything that you want to say, brother, now would be the time before we wrap up.
Okay, anybody that's interested in the Southside Sluggers Boxing Club, we're open Monday through Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m. Our summertime schedule, we're operating off of an open gym type of schedule, so people can come in during that 4-hour time frame that we're open and come get a workout in. Tuesdays and Thursdays we got some sparring going on. That's optional. We don't make anybody, we don't force anybody to spar or get in there if they don't wish to. If they just want to learn and they want to get a good workout in, this is the place to be too. So if you're looking for a different type of workout, you're looking to get your kids into something different, keep them busy for the summer and throughout the school year, we're doing this year round. Get at us for sure.
Hell yeah. Make sure y'all tap in with my boy Isaiah, man. This is a dope gym. Stay out the streets, get in the gym, come fight it out in here, let your anger out in here, and just come kick it with the guys, man. It'll be super dope. I appreciate you for real, brother. That was awesome, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Voices of Slik Wrld. This wraps up season 1. I'm going to have season 2 with more games, more challenges, stuff like that. And we're definitely going to have reoccurring guests, man, so I might be hitting you soon. Maybe do like some different questions, maybe get some footage for you, maybe get him in the act of doing what he does. We'll definitely have him back on to talk about some stuff, brother. Thank you again, man.
Thank you, brother.
For sure.
What up, Slik Wrld fam? I'm recording this after I just did that podcast with my boy Isaiah. Super dope guy, super dope story. Southside Sluggers, got to go check him out, man. That was a super dope conversation, and I hope y'all enjoy that video. I'm jumping on here to let y'all know that was the finale of season 1 of Voices of Slik Wrld. I had a blast, man. I got to do a lot of stuff that I haven't done. You know what I mean? Like I've never even been to the Southside Slugger gym, but I always knew it was there. And then doing this opened up, meeting people. Like I met Josh, like me and Wentz finally had like a real conversation on here. Got to talk to my boy Vontae, KKG, Daz. Got to redo that one, fix the audio. But yeah, man, it's been super cool. I'm super excited. Season 2 is going to be crazy. So I'm going to have better questions. I'm going to have a different format, kind of try some things. What I want to try, I'll be posting after this podcast drops. I'm going to post a number, and I want y'all to send text messages to that number, call that number, and leave voicemails. I want like the drama in your life, and we'll do it all anonymously, so we won't like give no names or nothing. And then we're going to play this game called Rate My Ex's Apology. So if y'all had some ex that have done something bad to you and y'all got a funny story of why they said sorry or what they said happened, or just the more dumb the better, send that into this number. We're going to react to them on the podcast, and we're going to talk about it. And yeah, that'll be a fun little segment. What else I got for y'all? I'm going to shoot a commercial. I think I'm going to do it by myself. I'm going to, like, the first time I ever done this over its ass. First time. But so I think I'm going to do that, and then we can put everything in motion for season 2. We're going to have reoccurring guests. We're going to have new guests. We're going to have new questions. I'm even doing a new logo. So we're going up, man. I appreciate everybody who's followed along the journey. Comment along. Hit me up if you want to be on the pod. Comment some stuff. I got a few people booked out, but I got some openings still. So I'll be texting people and getting some more stuff planned out. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys rocking with me for this whole season. It's been super fun. I'm going to post a montage video of the best moments of season 1. That'll be my next post after this video that you guys are seeing right now. Again, I appreciate y'all, man. Slik.